it's Melissa.
I froze.
Hello everybody, it's Melissa and
I should have an entrance?
yeah.
No!
Okay, I'm gonna go. Ready? Hello everybody, it's Melissa and I'm back with another video. Today I'm here with my friend Cass. She's out visiting me before we go back home for the holidays, and today we're going to be talking about our experience. We went back to Orange Theory this morning. I went 2 workouts last week. We went this morning together, and so we just wanted to talk a little bit about our experience there and give you some thoughts if you were wondering or if you're interested. Last Friday, I posted a video about my workout at Orange Theory, and I asked the head personal trainer a few questions. So if you want to go check that out, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Today's workout, in comparison to those other workouts, I would say the first half of the class was a lot more physically demanding, since it was strength and endurance and power all incorporated into one. I found that I really needed to push myself because not only were you going at a quicker pace on the treadmill, but you also had to go, you were striving for a certain distance. So like the slower you ran, the longer you had to be on the treadmill.
I knew that I was supposed to be getting 250 feet or 250 meters, sorry, but I kept looking up at my screen, and if I was in the orange zone, I just kept that pace.
Right.
But I knew I could crank up my treadmill to like 7 and get it done a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew I was in the orange zone, so I was kind of okay with staying down.
Right.
And not dying.
Right. So the orange zone is, you have a heart rate monitor across your chest. They put it under your sports bra, which is like, could you tell that it was there throughout the workout?
I guess not.
You were aware that
it was there by the
right.
end of the thing. I could have walked out with it on. I didn't.
That would be stealing. For a normal Orange Theory workout, the goal is to get 12 points or 12 minutes throughout that hour workout where you're in the orange or the red zone. And if you do that, then your body burns calories 24 to 36 hours after your workout.
It was my first time going, and right away she acknowledged that I was a newbie and took me in 10 minutes ahead of the class and walked me through every single thing we were going to do and explained all the zones, explained my heart rate, explained how to use the rowing machine because I've never used one of those before. And yeah, and then I filled out like a waiver and talked about like what I've been doing lately for exercise and what kind of injuries I might have, and it was just really nice. And then even after, they pulled me aside and went over my numbers with me and told me what everything meant, and I got to see how many calories I burned and how many minutes I was in the right zone for stuff, and I just thought they just really laid everything out for me, and they showed me the science, and it was really nice.
That's an experience that you might not get at a traditional gym. If you've never been to the gym before, or if you aren't very familiar with working out, you could walk into a gym and wander around and like not know what to do or not know how to use certain machines. But at Orange Theory, they really like explain everything to you. They talk you through everything, so you feel confident and you feel like you're capable of doing it, which I think is really important. You push yourself as hard as you can, and it's you versus yourself,
Which is any workout.
right? And you can see, in my last video it showed, you can see on the screen everybody's heart rate monitor, and you can see how many points everybody has. So if you are a really competitive person, you can definitely make it like a competition.
Yeah, I could see MakingMelissa up on the screen.
So she did beat me. The workout is what you make it to be, because if you go...
Yeah, like she said, they get people who come in and they want to be in the orange zone the entire time and the red zone the entire time.
Yeah.
But the part of, like, the science behind their workout is that you go up and then you go down and then you take your heart rate back up and then you go down.
Right.
That's the interval part.
Yeah.
So it's not really beneficial to be in the red zone the entire time, she said, but it is what you make it. Like, I think the style of training, high intensity interval training, just that alone, like, push aside Orange Theory for a second, is very efficient for staying in shape. When I work out once a week, once a month, that's the training I do. I do sprint intervals on the treadmill, and today I was able to get a really great score and keep up with everyone, but all I've been doing is just a sporadic, every now and then I do sprints.
When you can.
Like, I just think that they're just really great for your ability to stay in shape. And
I think you can easily get on a treadmill and stay at a consistent speed for 20 minutes or 25 minutes, but when you experiment with the incline or like going faster for a few minutes and then slowing down, doing some sprints. It's really good at like burning your fat, triggering your metabolism, and I think that's why Orange Theory is so effective for some people, because it's that specific style of training that.
And low intensity cardio, you're only burning calories when you're on the treadmill. And then this kind of training has that EPOC effect. And so when you leave the gym for how many hours, you're still burning calories, which is cool.
It's kind of cool to think that like you work out for an hour and they kick your butt, and then 24 to 36 hours after that, you can kind of like
know that your butt is still being kicked.
Yeah, I'm still working out, but I'm sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
For somebody who doesn't know where to start, or if they're in a position where they want to start making some different lifestyle changes, they want to start working out or going to the gym, if you don't know where to start, try Orange Theory, and you can take what you learn from there and then incorporate that into a more long-term workout.
If you're just starting your fitness journey, Orange Theory would be good because it's very fast-paced and you're never doing anything longer than 5 minutes, and when you say, oh, I'm going to try this way, I'm going to run for an hour, like, you're not going to want to go back and do that ever again.
Yeah.
And so it was nice, like, you sprint for 2 minutes, and then you get off and you do the rowing machine for 1 minute, and then you get back on the treadmill, and you get back on that, and it's like you're just constantly,
changing.
Your brain is thinking the whole time, so. Yeah, it's fun that way.
It's fun. Every single workout is different and every day is different. So if you're somebody that gets bored really easily when you're working out, or, if you kind of get stuck in a rut and you're hitting a plateau, going to Orange Theory and every single day you can expect something different. They're never going to repeat workouts unless you go twice in the same day when they're still doing the same workout, which they don't encourage you to go twice in a day. Some people try. On average, you burn about 400 to 600 calories, which is very efficient. Like, I think if you do an hour of cardio, like if you just ran on the treadmill for an hour or did like an hour of the elliptical, you probably would come close to burning
that much, but you wouldn't build any muscle or.
No. Yeah. So if you tried to it, like, it's a very efficient way of burning calories.
Yeah.
If that's your goal. If you're a beginner, you can work out at Orange Theory. If you're somebody that's been working out for a really long time, you can work out at Orange Theory. Last week there was a gentleman that was at the 5:30 a.m. class who was a marathon runner, and he loved Orange Theory because it was something that could still challenge him because of the high intensity interval training, and then also something that he hadn't done really before with the weightlifting and with the different circuits that you did on the floor.
I think I never do classes like that. I used to do yoga lots, but I don't do fitness classes like that. They kind of intimidate me to have someone. I always think someone's yelling at me through a microphone and that I have to keep up, and they look so fit and I can't hold something for that long. Mm-hmm. But to walk in and get on a treadmill is kind of just routine for me when I walk into the gym, and it was comforting that, okay, we're going to start on the treadmill and we're going to warm up, and everybody's doing it. We're all lined up on the treadmills, and then there's some people doing their thing on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like we weren't lined up in a room, a studio, listening to one person yell at us. Like, I don't know, that kind of freaks me out a bit. But
yeah.
It was nice. I was in my own world, seriously. I was like...
And I think some people might be intimidated that since you're in a group of people, that people might be watching you, or that, people are like comparing themselves to you or judging you. But if anything, it's healthy competition. Like, if somebody sees that you're working hard and somebody sees that you're in that orange and that red zone, they're gonna probably try and get there too, right?
Oh, another thing I noticed when we were on the floor doing weight stuff, I kind of, when I watch YouTubers on fitness talk about how they get their cardio doing weights, I never really believed them. Like, how really good of cardio can you have just by lifting weights? But I've never worn a heart rate meter. What's it called? Monitor. And we were doing skull crushers, and I had to do 10. And
your
my heart rate would go from like 70 in the green zone, and then I'd do like 3 of those, and it was super hard to lift, so my arms really hurt. But apparently my heart was pumping because I was like that. I was in the orange zone. Yeah. So weightlifting is cardio, apparently.
Yeah. And it's cool to see because you normally wouldn't be wearing a heart rate monitor unless you have one. Yeah. And so even to just do a workout for an hour and wearing a heart rate monitor, just to show yourself, like, this is how it feels to be in the orange zone, right?
Yeah.
So then even if you go back to the gym after, you try Orange Theory and you go back to the gym and you are on the treadmill, internally you have, am I in the orange zone right now? Like, am I pushing myself I would go back to Orange Theory again. The people here in Saskatoon, Chris and the trainers were all awesome. Everybody had such a positive attitude. They were really welcoming and encouraging. They really knew their members, which was neat. Like when people came in, they said like, hey, how are you doing? How was your vacation? Like, and it's more of a family atmosphere, which I really enjoy. I would definitely go back again, absolutely. Would you go back?
I really liked it there. I had a lot of fun, and it was a good thing for me to see, but it was a lot like my workouts I always do. Like I've done Kayla Zenas, I've done Fitless, like Alyssa Bossio's guides. She does lots of interval treadmill stuff. And I think, yeah, if you're just starting out in that class and the atmosphere of having other people do it with you helps you, then go ahead and do it. But I can go to the gym and put myself in that orange zone on my own. So yeah, I probably wouldn't go back just because money and I can do it myself, but it was a very good experience.
Yeah. Jamie said today that if you are already really active, that doing something like Orange Theory once a week or just incorporating it back into your routine is something that's really beneficial. So if you wanted to go and do your own thing at the gym like 3 to 4 days a week, but sometimes there is days when you just want something different or you want to switch it up, then I think it's cool to go to an Orange Theory class and just, yeah, if you just have an hour, then why not? So thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. There are Orange Theory gyms popping up everywhere. If you're in Saskatoon like me, then there's one here. If you're in Winnipeg like Cass, there's actually 2 locations in Winnipeg now, so you should definitely go and check it out. You get 1 free session, I think, if you haven't tried it out before. So even if you don't want to make a commitment to the program or you just want to try it out, you can go for free on your first session. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Comment below and subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday. I will be taking a little bit of a break over Christmas, so I think Christmas is on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Christmas is on a Sunday, so that Monday I'm not going to post a video, and the Friday after that I won't. So I'm going to take a 1-week holiday over Christmas, but I'll be back in the new year with a bunch of exciting stuff. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.